Hey guys, welcome back to MMA Library. Today in MMA and UFC news, Dominick Reyes is set to face off against Ryan Spann at UFC 281, and it's recently been announced that the fight will be on the prelim card. Reyes didn't take too kindly to this and blasted the UFC for their decision. In a recent tweet, Reyes responded to a fan saying, "Weird how low you and Frankie are on the card." To this, Reyes replied, "It's not weird, it's flat disrespect." What do you guys think about the UFC's decision? Do you think Reyes should be fighting on the main card after coming off of 3 losses in a row? Let us know in the comment section. In a recent post to Instagram, Khabib Nurmagomedov shows off some of his soccer skills. Here's the clip. Sean O'Malley has left fans scratching their heads with a recent prank after he tweeted, "UFC just informed me I will be the backup fighter for main event and co-main." This is most likely in response to the recent argument between Alexander Volkanovski and Beneil Dariush as to who is the real backup fighter for the UFC lightweight clash between Charles Oliveira and Islam Makhachev. Another Friday has passed, another new dish. This week, Dana White tries a mac and cheese crusted steak. Here's the clip.
What's up, everybody? It is Friday here at UFC headquarters, and today we're going to be trying the mac and cheese crusted steak. Cover a steak with Kraft mac and cheese powder, put it in an oil pan and fry it, slice up the steak and finish it with a little more cheese powder. Let me be fair. Let me take one more bite of this. There are way better things you can put on your steak than mac and cheese powder. Loser.
Social media star and UFC influencer Hasbullah has recently announced to his fans on Instagram that he has joined the UFC and will be fighting inside the octagon in the future. While the details are still sparse, here's what he had to say. "The rumors are true. I have officially signed a deal to fight in the UFC. Details will be revealed by the end of the year. Thank you UFC, Dana White, Khabib Nurmagomedov, Sungarov USA, Justin Ozuna, and everyone who helped me make this dream become a reality. All my fans will be able to buy a Hasbullah fight kit soon on UFC.com and Hasbullah.com. What do you guys think about this news? Let us know in the comment section below. Daniel Cormier breaks down recent comments made by Khabib, stating that Islam Makhachev is going to run through Charles Oliveira.
Islam, he feels, is at his peak right now, and he believes that he's overall better, of course. And this is the key in this quote, guys, because I saw all the titles, and it said Khabib expects to run through. Of course, there are some potential dangers that we're working on where Islam needs to be very careful. Other than that, I believe that Islam should roll over him. Why is that quote so important? I'll circle back to it. But Charles Oliveira's on an 11-fight win streak, 10 finishes in those 11 fights. He has beaten guys like Dustin Poirier, Justin Gaethje, Michael Chandler, Tony Ferguson. The way that he kind of stalks these guys is like nothing I've ever seen. His opponent, on the other hand, Islam Makhachev, has won 10 in a row, 6 finishes, and has won the last 4 by finish. Guys, it's crazy because for a long time, Islam was thought to be a decision fighter. But as he has matured, those finishes are now coming. But I have to go back to that quote and tell you why that part was so important to me. Because I know intimately how dangerous the team knows that Charles do Bronx is. Even though you expect something from your guy, because why wouldn't you expect that from your guy? You expect your guy to look like a world beater every single time, especially whenever he's fighting for his first UFC championship. but you also got to be very cognizant of what's in front of you. And I think that is where Khabib is saying, I understand the dangers. So they're spending more time working on those areas where they feel there is danger. And with Charles Oliveira, there's a lot of danger.
Jose Aldo has retired from the UFC, but has since come out and said that he plans to pursue a career in boxing. Aldo revealed that he texted Dana White in regards to boxing, and that Dana White replied with an emotional message. A friend of mine was looking into some boxing things for me and said I needed to prepare a statement saying he could consult the UFC. So I did and texted Dana on Thursday, and Dana wrote me back thanking me for everything, saying the UFC was always open for me, the Performance Institute, and everything I needed. He has great affection for me and my family. He was always very close to us. After that emotional message, it wasn't a boss talking to his employee, it was two people that like each other. I showed it to my wife Vivienne. She was still pregnant at the time and got emotional. Her blood pressure went up and we had to go to the hospital. She went back for some tests and was admitted to the hospital on Friday. She has preeclampsia and the blood pressure went up after Dana's message. The actual birth was really crazy. It looked like everything would go wrong. He was born with a true knot in his umbilical cord, and if we had waited 2 more weeks, I wouldn't be at home with little Aldo here. I will never stand against someone like that, even unintentionally. He's always helped me in my life. I get emotional talking about it. Not that I owe him my son's life, but it was after this message that got Vivienne emotional, her blood pressure going up, and us taking her to the hospital. He was born with all odds against him, but thanks to Dana, God always puts people in our lives to help us. After Leon Edwards won the UFC welterweight belt, numerous fighters have been calling him out, such as Jorge Masvidal. Speaking on whether or not he could see himself facing off against Masvidal in the near future, Edwards said, Masvidal is one I definitely want to have, but because he keeps losing, it's difficult to make it make sense for the company, even for the fans, to sell it. If Masvidal goes out and gets a big win, then that's a fight that I want. I even said it, I'll give him the title shot before that, and my coach was like, nah, he doesn't deserve it. But I was acting out of emotions, so whoever comes, #1 contenders or money fights, for me it doesn't matter. I believe that I am the best. Sean O'Malley recently posted a video to his YouTube channel, giving fans an update on how he's doing in Abu Dhabi, and insisting that he will beat Petr Yan in just 1 week's time. Here's the clip.
7 days out from the fight today, and I'm telling you right now, I will beat Pete October 22nd, 2022. 7 days from weigh-ins, 8 days from the fight. Every fight I go into, I'm very confident. I just feel extra confident going into this fight. I think it's a great matchup for me, but honestly, it doesn't matter who I'm fighting. I can be fighting Aljo, I can be fighting TJ, I can be fighting any of the top guys in the UFC right now, and I feel confident. Weight's good. Haven't had any run-ins with the fighters, but that's because we're 40 minutes from the hotel. We're staying at this Rixos. I'm sure you guys have seen on my Instagram stories that it's absolutely insane. It's crazy because it had opened up like 2 weeks before we got here. So when we first got here, it was empty. I was literally don't know if there was anybody in the hotel. And now that we've been here for about a week or so, it's definitely picked up. A lot of people, they've been having live music every night. Yeah, it's been good. It's been really good. Been able to stream. Garrett, I got this Asus laptop and Garrett came in, set everything up. I've been streaming on Wi-Fi and having really no issues. Being able to stream is busting out 2 streams a day, hour and a half here, hour and a half there. Jet lag was tricky. I've kind of prepared for it by using this app that helps you start preparing for the time shift, and I think it helped a little bit, but regardless, 2-3 days, very, very weird. The fight is at 10:45, 11-ish p.m. for me in Abu Dhabi.
Guys, thanks so much for checking out the video. If you like the content we do here on this channel, don't forget to like and subscribe to MMA Library for all the latest MMA and UFC news. We'll see you in the next video.